हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, हीट एंड थर्मोडायनेमिक्स का एक और प्रॉब्लम अभी आपके सामने है विच इज़ 2.17 नाउ, प्रॉब्लम नंबर 2.17 एंड इट्स अगेन फ्रॉम आई इरोडोव। सो ये क्वेश्चन बेसिकली काइनेटिक थ्योरी ऑफ गैसेस के ऊपर है और अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर, आइसोथर्मल एटमॉस्फेयर, जिसका एक कंसेप्ट मैंने अभी रिसेंटली एक वीडियो के अंदर बनाया था। हॉट एयर बलून करके वीडियो था मेरा, हॉट एयर बलून, और उसके अंदर मैंने इसके कंसेप्ट को एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है। बट क्योंकि ये इंडिपेंडेंट क्वेश्चन है सो मैं इसको फिर से एक बार ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, फिर से एक्सप्लेन करेंगे आपके लिए। सो मीनवाइल अगर आपने क्वेश्चन रीड किया हो तो जैसा लिखा हुआ है कि आइडियल गैस मोलर मास कैपिटल M is contained in a tall vertical cylindrical vessel whose base area is capital S and the height is h. The temperature of the gas is given capital T, pressure at the bottom is given as P naught, and it is given that temperature and the acceleration due to gravity small g both are independent of height, right? So based on these informations we have to find total mass of gas inside that container. So in order to find total mass of gas inside that container, if you look at the problem, the area of container is provided and the height of container is provided, which means indirectly the volume of container is given. And if the volume of container is given and mass of gas is required, then the connection between mass and volume is density. That means if somehow we can find density of the gas, then we can easily calculate mass of gas. So let us try to find the density of gas, and once we are done with the density part, mass can be obtained because the volume of container is given. So let's start this problem now. Let's say this is the cylindrical part, this is that cylinder having a base area given as capital S, right? And let's say the cylinder is closed from both sides. Inside it we have idle gas, right? Pressure at the bottom point, pressure at this bottom is given as P naught, and whereas temperature T is a uniform independent of height. Temperature T is uniform and independent of height. So now what I will do is I will select a differential layer. I will select a differential layer at height y, and the layer has a width dy. I assume the pressure at this point to be capital P, and I assume pressure above the layer is P plus dP. So the pressure which is above this layer will exert a downward force, and the pressure which is below this layer will exert upward force. And obviously this layer will have certain weight, so it will have certain force also in the force by gravity. Let it be dW, that is the weight of that layer dy. So if you draw free body diagram for this dy layer, following are the forces on this layer. Number one is the weight. Now if you assume rho as the local density, let rho is the local density, which means rho is the density of gas at this height. So rho is the local density, which is the density of gas at height y. So if here the density is rho, if rho is the density at this place, that density multiplied by volume of this differential part, and the volume of differential part will be its width dy multiplied by cross section area. So this is the mass into G. Pressure below this differential layer is capital P. So that pressure into cross sectional area will be upward force, and pressure above the differential layer is P plus dP, due to which you will get a downward force P plus dP times cross sectional area. For the equilibrium of this particular layer, for the equilibrium of this layer of dy width, we will balance all the forces, and if you balance all these forces, you get a relation as dP equals to minus rho G dy. From the ideal gas equation, we can replace this pressure P as nRT, where N stands for number of moles divided by volume. You can replace P as nRT over V. That is minus rho G into dy now. Number of mole divided by volume, right? So let me simplify it for you. Number of mole is actually total mass of gas divided by the molar mass. It's simply number of mole, and then volume, and then RT is minus rho G dy. And if you notice that total mass of gas upon the total volume becomes density. So it will be density factor, m by v will become density, and this capital M is the molar mass. So I will get d m by v will become rho, and rest RT upon molar mass is a constant parameter. So you can shift this constant parameter to the right side, and you will get minus mg divided by RT times dy, and this rho. I have skipped one step, but you can try. I have replaced m by v as density rho, and RT upon m, which is a constant parameter, is transferred to the right side, and this rho from the right side has been transferred to the left side. So now I get differential equation of density and height. And from here I will substitute the limits of y from 0 to y and the corresponding density from rho naught to rho, where rho naught is the density at the bottom place. After simplification, I get rho equals to rho naught e to the power minus mg y over RT. This is the density. But this rho naught is the density at bottom. And what is the density at bottom? See, we know the pressure value, we know the temperature value. So what is the density at bottom? It can be obtained from the ideal gas equation. And it should be, the density at bottom should be pressure at the bottom into the molar mass over RT and e to the power minus mgy over RT. Right. So now we are done with density equation. We are done with the density equation with height y. So once we have this density equation corresponding to height y, now I can find total mass of gas, which is as if dm is mass of this portion, let dm is the mass of this portion, then dm, mass of the differential layer, dm should be density at this place, which is this function P naught m by RT, and then this value e to the power minus mgy over RT. This is the density at this place, and the volume of this differential portion will be cross sectional area capital S into dy. So the volume into density is the mass of this differential portion, and in order to find the total mass of gas, you will simply integrate this dm value from limit of y 0 to total height h, which is given in the problem. And if you solve it, if you integrate it, put the limits, you get the answer as P naught. You will get the answer as P naught capital S, which is the cross sectional area, by G in bracket 1 minus e to the power minus mg h over RT. So this is total mass of gas now. ठीक है, सो ये प्रॉब्लम था हमारा. दिस वाज द प्रॉब्लम 2.17 फ्रॉम IE Irodov. We will discuss one more problem, which is 2.18. Problem number 2.18 is in continuation with problem number 2.17, where I will use this result. I will not derive it again. I will use this result for the problem number 2.18. So problem number 2.18 is like this. This is problem number 2.18. Let me arrange the paper. So this is problem number 2.18, which is almost similar to the problem number 2.17, almost similar to problem number 2.17, except that there is no given height for this cylinder. In problem number 2.1 is, if you read the second line, the gas is contained in a tall vertical cylinder, but how tall is not given. I mean, height of cylinder is not given. So we will assume that the cylinder is extended. We will assume that the cylinder is extended up to infinity. We will assume. And in this question, we have to find the height where center of gravity of the gas is located. We need to find the height where center of gravity is located. So I will use the result from the previous question. I will use the result, which was as, if inside a vertical cylinder we have gases, ideal gas, and now I assume the length of cylinder to be infinite. So this is y equals to 0 level, and this is y equals to infinity level. And in the previous problem, we calculated, or we found the density of gas as a function of height y. So the density of the gas, which was function of y, was derived in the previous example as this one. So you will use this result now, that density equals to pressure P naught times m by RT, and then e to the power minus mg y over RT. So this is the density of gas at height y. To find the center of mass of gas, notice that this is example of distributed mass. The mass is distributed from y equal to 0 until y equals to infinity. So this is finding center of mass of distributed mass system. And for the distributed mass system, if I want height corresponding to the center of mass, the method should be dm times y over dm. Right. This is the way to find the center of mass for distributed masses, where dm is called as differential part of distributed mass. dm is the differential part of distributed mass. This concept is discussed in chapter 4, which is center of mass and conservation of momentum. So the differential part in this case will be again a layer of dy width. This is our differential part, similar to the previous question. So now that dm should be the mass of this portion. Mass of this portion should be cross sectional area into dy will become volume of this part, and the density at this place, density at this point is P naught capital M by RT e raised to the power minus mgy over RT. So this is now volume into density becomes dm. This portion is dm. This whole factor is now dm, and then y also. So this whole part is my dm value, and then y divided by integral of that dm value, which is s dy P naught M by RT e to the power minus mgy over RT. And the limit of y will be from 0 to infinity and from 0 to infinity. Right. For the integration in the numerator part, I will give you one hint. First, you should be able to perform this integration. If you can perform this integration, then only the numerator can be simplified, because y, which is a variable, is a function, and e raised to the power minus mgy, y is here also. So that is pure calculus now. So first try to solve this integration, and if you can find this integration, then you can try this value, and then after putting all the values, after doing integration in the numerator part, after doing integration in the denominator part, and putting all possible values, you will get that the height of center of mass is RT divided by mg. That is the height of center of mass for this tall cylinder. So this was from IE Erudov 2.17 and 2.18. Similar concept was discussed in the previous video, which was hot air balloon. And this is a very important concept which is frequently asked in examinations in different forms. So I request you, or I suggest you, to solve these two questions. Watch these two questions, solve them again and again, and try to derive this equation, which is rho, equation of density, by yourself. Try to derive this equation by yourself, and if possible, try to learn this equation. It will help you in some other question also. Right. So wish you all the best for your exams, with more questions from heat and thermodynamic sections and from the other topics. I will upload more videos by the evening or maybe tomorrow morning. Till then, stay home, stay safe, take care, bye bye.